Hello everyone. I'm sorry for the delay in starting the stream. Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing before we jump in because I am ready to go. I saw a wonderful sunrise as I was getting everything together, and I have got a quite a few titles that I am really looking forward to sharing with you today. This is for the Extra Life 24-hour streaming. 24-hour gaming, which I've decided to turn into a stream. This is so we can raise money for the BC Children's Hospital. The link to my participant site is at the bottom of the stream, www.extralife.org/participant/systemchalk, and it is tax deductible. Everything that is donated to that link will go directly to the Children's Hospital. The page does have some reasons as to why I chose that particular organization, but the key here is I am going to have a lot of fun streaming for you. I suspect I will be quite exhausted by the end of it, but that doesn't mean that I won't have fun doing it. And I hope you guys have some fun watching as well. But the thing is that there are a lot of charity drives that turn into simple vanity projects for people. And the importance of this to me is that we raise more money than I would have been able to get from just working 24 hours and donating to the hospital directly. So as much fun as this is going to be, and I hope you guys enjoy as well, if you've not donated already, or if you're considering a donation, please go to that link and contribute as well. There is also a non like a something if you don't have a credit card, there's an option there as well. Recommended amount is $24, $1 for each hour of the stream. Um, I recognize that on Twitch especially, that can be a very large amount, and so I also am recommending that people make any kind of donation, something that is an actual contribution to the organization, even $1, and that they make up the remaining 23 or whatever the difference is by sharing that link with others. So I have decided a slightly unusual title, and one that I don't necessarily think streams that well because it's basically just me shouting at the game a whole lot. Um, I've decided to use this as my calibration title. This is a game called Slip. It's a little bit like Mario in the sense that you're jumping over platforms and things, but in addition to being very difficult in my view, um, I'm going to play an hour of this at the start of the stream, and then I'm going to play an hour of it, or however much I have in terms of timing, and then I'm going to play it at the end of the challenge, just to see the effect of 24 hours of communicating with everybody, what that does to me. So I think I'll take it from the start. I wonder if it shows the opening video. And so it begins. So the trick about this game is that you can switch between blue and red to avoid obstacles, and of course, our friend Steve here has decided to make purple, which is problematic. Don't miss those. I'm really bad at this stuff. I can't believe I did that. Oh, right. So yeah, the idea here is that you pick up the cubes and you avoid, as the game called it, the big-ass purple beam. Those are save spots that I'm running by. Obviously, if I was forced to go through this entire level again, I would never have passed level 1. As might be the case right here. What am I doing? Okay, I'm not even paying attention. I don't know what I'm going to be like at the end of this stream then. When I play this game on my own, I do actually try to go for all of the little dots, but I figured it's not very compelling viewing to watch me fumble around. What am I doing? I fear it's not very compelling viewing to watch me look for all of the... or like just fumble around trying to get one particular item. I actually also have a suspicion... no, the volume looks okay. If you guys in chat can just let me know how the game-to-voice volume works. If it's too loud, I can definitely change that. And this is sort of a boss. Not exactly. There are definitely more difficult. Definitely more difficult encounters in this game, but this is definitely the end of the level. The really weird part about a game like this is my reaction time is generally okay on a, on something like Dota or along those lines. But this one, I just feel like a complete mouth breather as far as my response is going. It's, yeah. Alright, well, we'll see how it goes. That's the first level. I've really only gotten past the first stage of this game, so anything further is a decided improvement. And as you can notice, I've kind of abandoned this quest of even trying to get the, what am I doing? I've abandoned the quest of trying to get these little cubes. So. I will also say too, in terms of the stream, it may not, I would like to do a little bit more audience interaction, so this game is just very difficult to talk. It's not like I'm going to say, well, I'm going to jump at this point. But this one is, hopefully the value of this particular choice will pay off. In addition to laughing at my incompetence, hopefully this will pay off by comparing against how poorly I do after several hours of streaming. I'm not entirely sure how I can do much worse. Jeez. Maybe playing it first thing in the morning wasn't that wise of an idea anyway. Ah! Sabotage. I have no idea if that looked impressive on stream. That was pure luck. Well, that was short. What am I doing? Clearly these are all tactical deaths, so I can... Oh my. They're all tactical deaths, so I can go back and get the cubes. Remember the boss from last time? He'll show up here as well. Or maybe that's the third level. Ah! I definitely have a method of passing this game which involves just simply brute forcing my way and eventually memorizing the pattern, but with any luck I will not do that for you today. What am I doing? Okay, so it's the third level. Third level will bring that boss from the previous level. So I actually did worse than the first time I played this. Good start. turns out the best way to handle those is not to tank them with my face. What am I doing? God forbid I play Mario on this stream and show you how much I suffer with that. I would read the billboards for you, but no. That was going so well. Oh, right. I remember this one, but I don't remember how I got past it. Definitely running to the right is not the way to win. But... a little bit better. Let's try from the two extremes. That's a problem. I wish there was a duck option. I think I maybe should just try running from right to left really quickly to try and get past that. But... does a really nice job of corralling me though, so I'm not quite sure how to handle that. One second, please. I will try not to do too many pauses like that, but because this is organized towards a getting fundraising for the BC Children's Hospital, I am going to be a little bit conscious in terms of basically just keeping on top of communications and anything related to the charity drive. I am going to need just a second to deal with. So it does allow me to talk a little bit about one feature of this game, which I don't care that much. My first inclination is to hit this button. Now it says retry. I know I don't want to do that, but it's just in the spot where, one normally does these things. Oh, one more second. That was just so I could bring you guys back. The way to get back to the game is hitting this X. But I don't think you need me to tell you how many times I have reset this game unintentionally. So we will hit the X instead of retry. Ah, that was probably gonna handle it. Thank you, Alex. As I mentioned, this is for my just a measure of cognitive decline. See, the worst thing is I've actually beaten this level too. That boss that I was working on last time I played this, I beat that and I'm on the second phase. But you would not know from the way I'm playing right now. I should caution you guys too, I don't have a very accurate measure of who's in the chat channel right now. It does occasionally update, but not as often as is clearly it's not changing as much as people are coming in and out, so definitely let yourself be known, say hi, and donate. I think I was asking for that, really. Oh, okay, and you know what? I think I got the pattern down now. Oop. Clearly I have the pattern down. Oh. How much longer do I have? Half an hour of this? Alright. And then I think this is gonna head back in that direction. Yeah, this is a problem. I think I can get it. It's going to take some practice, though. So. I think I moved a little too soon. Yeah, I got careless again. Alright, let's see if we can save it. No, we cannot save it. See, the funny thing is that I can get this. I've got this down on the left-hand side though, but as soon as I do it on the right, I lose my mind. I had it on the left. What am I doing? Alright, one sec. Sorry, some comments from you guys. I will, again, I want to keep these breaks short. I will eventually need to actually get some water, actually, but I'll try and keep that those interruptions to a minimum, but I do have something set up to kind of track people's responses on to the fundraiser, so I do occasionally want, basically I need to go out to another window to check that, so I apologize, I don't want to have too many interruptions, but if it's something I know will be related to the fundraising, I am going to cut out. Hopefully that won't be as much of a problem. I've slipped that that's a problem for, but... Oh god. Oh no! That was shaping up to be the one that I won with. And then I behave like a bonehead immediately afterwards. Yikes. My other commitment to myself for this stream was to have proper posture while playing the games. That's, Slip has already broken that, so. Alright, so for Dota fans who are wondering why I oppose the idea of recalibrating your account every couple of months, it's because I get terrible at games very fast. I'd like to retain my progress. I have a suspicion that means very little to the people tuning in. I will stop referring to Dota unless I play it. And I know the one person I had mild hope would request for a sponsored Dota stream decided to make me suffer with another game I find difficult to play, so This appears to be a charity drive dedicated to my suffering. But I'm okay with that. As long as it's fun to watch. If this is watching somebody die repeatedly in a platforming video game is not your idea of entertainment, I will be switching it up in about 30 minutes, and would love to have you back if you're not crazy about it. I will say that this is a tremendously fun game to play. I think it's very well designed. I think it has a nice little visual style, and I quite like the music, especially the boss music is nicely done. But it is not an easy game, that's for sure. I could have had that too. Oh, I was on my way to getting back to the left as well. I don't know if I can avoid going to the right-hand side of the screen entirely, but I'm gonna try it. Well, screwed this one up. Oh, gee, I had a recovery too. This is, by the way, why. Okay, good. This is why I find this game difficult to stream, because there's not a ton of commentary I can provide to failure other than explaining that I failed, which is readily apparent to anybody who's seen what I'm incapable of doing, so. If any of you want help with your economics homework, I could try that during the slipstreams. See, the worst thing about this too is that nothing changes in this game. There's not really a random element. So every single time I do that, I have only myself to blame. Despite the pile of corpses that is in that area, I still insist on that ridiculous strategy. Okay, I get 3 of those. Oh. Yeah, so I found out how I can keep it to the left and the middle, but whether I can properly execute is another matter. Oh no! Yeah, I think I got this down now. That's maybe one of the neat things about this game, is that even though it is it relies on a little bit of twitch, it is one that, as long as you don't freak out about the mechanics, you do actually start to notice the pattern, and it rewards you for that. So. I don't quite like where this is going, but let's make the best of it. Oh no. Hey, I wonder if I should change that. A little greedy on that. Basically, when I shouldn't really try to move against the direction that sort of that center area is going with. But each time I do, it kind of gives me a little bit. It lets me kind of recenter. So basically, it's a bit of a trade-off. If I think I can get away with a move back, I'll take it. But that tends to result in more deaths than anything. I don't know why I changed to blue there. My favorite spot. Oh my. Is this it? Well, I'm heading back, so that's a problem. Oh, there we go. Trophies, I swear this never happens. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that doesn't... Hello! I'm gonna assume that with the name Shamrock, that is Kim. How's it going? Oh, I will delay. I should say that during streams like this, there is going to be a fairly substantial delay between what I say. Sorry, when I see something, which means I'm going to respond to that right away, and then when you actually hear it, there's going to be a bit of a gap. So I'm generally okay at identifying what people are referring to in chat, but if it seems like I'm unresponsive, that's why. So, and I see that you left something in the Facebook group, so before I go to the next level, I'm just going to take a second and switch out. Ah, cool. So it was just a message about you saying that you were gonna try and connect your Facebook account. So I'll caution you. I know you seem to be very favorably disposed to this title. This is just my calibration hour. I'm gonna play an hour of this. I've probably got about 13, 15 minutes left. That's for the first hour of the stream, and then at the very end of the stream, I'm gonna do another hour just to see how crazy I've gone. Jesus. Oh, really? The delay's that bad? Well, yeah, but the appeal of this game is how you fail. Oh, to take the account took a while. Gotcha. Yeah, the appeal of this game is the fact that you get completely stomped by it. That part didn't actually give me a lot of trouble the first time I played it, but... Oh, God. Oh. Back to the secret worlds that I'm terrible at. At least there's a save point nearby. Ah! Ah, yes. Okay. Thank you very much for showing up. Actually, because you don't have headphones. All right. I definitely intend to have fun. Why? Really? Did you need to chase me down that way? Oh no, no, no! Oh! See that? Not that one, but the one before it was a consequence of me trying to pro it out and looking like a fool instead. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. What? Uh-oh. Okay, well this is fun. It looks like, so I'm using a beta broadcasting software, which does have a propensity to crash, and it looks like Slip was the one that crashed. So sorry folks, I don't know what the screen looks like right now. Oh no, it's me obviously doing extremely well on this game. Let me just try and load it up. Looks like it's working. I only have like 10 minutes left in this 1 hour intro, but it'd be nice to close out with a win. I'm gonna take a minute just to check the quality of the broadcast. Well, the quality such as it is. I mean, unfortunately, I will actually say it looks like the frame drops are not as big of a problem as they previously were. But definitely the constraints on this computer are bandwidth, not processing power. And I will definitely be testing that this stream because I do plan on playing a couple more graphic intensive games. But it looks like it is the internet package that I have that's determining my bandwidth limitations, which is not exactly surprising, but unfortunately, I'd rather not spend a fairly large sum of money so I can stream video games. As much as I enjoy doing that, I could at least do something with my current setup, and perhaps when I have a proper income, not TAing wages, I can consider some kind of an upgrade. It's like one of the easiest parts in the game, and I still get tripped up on it. Lost my mind. Oh, I forgot to disable the Steam overlay, but that does give me a minute to mention that Doc Chalk is one of the people who has sponsored an hour of this stream. He donated over twice the recommended amount. All that's required for sponsorship is to donate at least twice as much, so that would mean $48 or more. And so through his generosity, he's earned an hour of either a game of his choice or, come on and do multiplayer or something like that. And I don't know if he wants me to say what that is right away, but I'm going to keep that a secret till I'm told otherwise. I actually need to work out the time that he wants to do that as well, so... Oh, that started so well. What am I doing? I was just talking about you, and you're live on the air. You're gonna have a surprise in a couple of minutes. I do actually see you. I do see you on the material. It doesn't update right away, but it does update when people are watching. So But yeah, I'll disable the overlay during an intermission. So actually, I'll put it to you this way. Based on what you chose for the game, do you really think it's going to be any worse than this? I don't know, man. I'll declare Chapter 11 on this level, I think. Why? See, you're not going to believe that for anybody who's watched longer, they'll be able to verify this, but I actually have passed this point. I've passed this point and have actually gotten onto the boss fight, but you wouldn't know based on how I'm playing right now. What am I doing? Oh, no! So in fairness, that is the first time I've been hit by the purple beam on this run. Though I'll perhaps use this for philosophical musings. Clearly, these would not be beams made by Steve, because Steve would have just made them purple to make his job easier. There we go. Oh yeah, this part. Not quite as impressive when I close it that way. Anyways, so they're not by Steve, because Steve would have used purple beams, and that would have solved the problem. Yeah, not as impressive as last time. So I ask you, why does this cube man live in such a dangerous world? I think that ranks along the side of Magnets, man. How do those work? I think maybe I should leave my commentary to talking about how terrible I am at this. Yay! Boss fight. Let's see if I can do this in 2 minutes. Well, shoot. I think I got into that corralling problem the last time too. I need to find a spot where I can make a break for it. Can't clear the... Well, maybe I can clear that actually. I probably couldn't clear it and hit the dots though, so the dots on the left, clearly. What am I doing? Okay, that is the 1 hour mark, but I've sworn an oath of enmity against these guys, so I'll give it a couple more tries. If I go on tilt, I'll just switch into something different. I do want to be a little bit strict in terms of how I handle breaks, so I am going to do a break every hour, get up, stretch, get water. I should have had that already, but refill my water after this one here. And would encourage you guys to do the same, but because I had a little bit of a late start, and I'm sort of into things on this one, once I get up away from the computer, I think I'll call it for slip for a bit. So because I have an idea which I haven't been able to implement, I'll give that a... I'm blaming Philosophy Geek for that one, except that it's completely my own fault. I think that's Civilization Beyond Earth that she's talking about, but... Which I really enjoyed, by the way, for those of you who are on the fence. I will say there is some negative, I won't say press, but word of mouth that people think it's not sufficiently different from Civ 5. First of all, I don't think, more like Civ 5 is not a bad, a bad review in my opinion. Okay, I think that'll be it. But yeah, I'll talk briefly about Civilization Beyond Earth. So I only played a little bit of it. Definitely as far as moving units over hexagons and just, choosing one of a few different victories. That's the same. But I think there are enough minor differences inside the game that it makes it worthwhile. I'm a big fan of the Civilization series. Pretty much every time a new Civ game comes out, it's going to be an all-nighter for me. I sadly will not be playing it on this stream just because it's currently only PC, and the computer that's capable of streaming is my Mac. It's where I do all the econometric stuff on, so it's a fairly strong processor and a lot of RAM inside of it. But in any case, I think, so I'll put it to you, like, if you are getting Beyond Earth because you want something sufficiently different from Civilization 5, you are likely to be disappointed. If you want something a little bit like Alpha Centauri, they definitely took it in kind of in its own direction. But there's clearly enough in there that they took that at least as a starting point. I think they introduce a couple of, I'll argue, narrative elements. I think you have a lot more decisions that will make your particular civilization unique. And I think that's the key of that game is that unlike Civilization, which is dealing with this great canvas of history and you're sort of simply rewriting the things that have already happened, Beyond Earth is entirely about the direction that humanity takes after it's failed to maintain its home. And so the fact that they've included all of these elements which really let you shape what that future looks like is an incredibly appealing element to me. So, to my mind, I think Beyond Earth is a good sequel. I've not played it enough to say, how do I rank it of my all-time Civilization games, but I think it's worthwhile. Probably won't be as much commentary on overall states of gaming, but it's probably worth mentioning. So at this point, I'm going to take my first break. I'll get up, stretch, encourage you guys to do the same. David, if you're still tuned in, I'm going to talk to you about when I'm going to do your request, and I am also going to turn off the Steam overlay. So I'll try to be back as soon as I can. I normally say about 3 minutes, but it doesn't always work out that way. I'll get a sound I can check that while I'm in. All right. Thank you for your patience. I'll be back soon. All right, that was a longer break than I had intended. Sorry about that, guys. So the request from today. So yeah, actually, I should maybe talk a little bit about donation. I don't think it'll be a problem for me to mention names. Um, this would be David, my brother, was one of the first people to donate an amount that was at the um, how do I put it? The sponsorship tier. Um, had some absolutely fantastic reasons for donating. And so in this case, basically sponsoring an hour would be you could request a game, you could do multiplayer, um, really you can do anything. And so because he knows that I have some difficulty with this game, he decided that it would be hilarious to play or to choose Don't Starve, which is currently blowing out my ears. So just bear with me a second here while I adjust the volume. Actually, probably the overall system volume is best. If you guys can let me know how the volume sounds on your end, I've tried to keep things at reasonable levels. I have the impression that it's actually too quiet, um, but I can't really know. And yes, you will see the video in a minute. Where are you? There we go. Slip being there is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, no, it won't. Just cover it up. Okay, I'll just update the tags and all of that because it'd be rude of me to start the sponsored time without the sponsor. I've only been doing this for an hour and apparently I'm falling over my words. Okay. Um, so it looks like everything's where it should be on the from the volume end. Oh, you know what? I believe the sponsor just went AFK. Um, that makes it a little tricky, actually. Should have done some slip. All right, give me a second here. I'll maybe be able to put something up for the interim. Oh yeah, I know what I can do. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the volume of Don't Starve. I'll keep it running in the background just so I don't have to spend a lot of time get it working again. I got something that'll be not very resource intensive, but still a lot of fun. Um, so, wow, the windowed mode on this is really small. Okay. I hope I don't crash the stream doing this. I don't think it should be a problem though. Okay. Well, that's going to be a problem. All right, well, you get a nice Don't Starve background. Should actually start naming these two. I don't think it'll let me. Okay, well, I'll do my best. What is it? How do you fire? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. I can hardly see anything on the screen, though. All right, our host and currently only viewer is back. I'm just gonna wrap up this round and we'll get into Don't Starve. Yeah, I'd love to say that was an intentional round ender. Sadly, no, that was just me being an idiot. All right, so get out of here, Luftrausers. That was not the one I wanted to do. All right, where are you, Don't Starve? There we go. Could I get a quick estimation of the game to voice volume? Just let me know if it's a little too loud, too quiet. I kind of know what it sounds like on my end, but apparently it is very different for viewers, so. Okay. Get out of there. Play. And we'll definitely start a new game for this. Okay, so yeah, I did think it was a little too quiet. I'm just gonna put it up a shade. I do have a limitation in terms of my microphone volume. So I don't want to make it too quiet, but I definitely think the games can have a higher volume. It was just when I was playing Sword of the Stars: The Pit, people were complaining about the ratio being too wrong. If you can just let me know when I'm not intelligible, I'll do my best to correct. All right, now I haven't really done that much with Wilson, so I think at this point I should stick with the classics, and we'll set it all summer now. Yeah, I shouldn't randomize any of these. Let's just go in. All right, so for those who are not familiar with the title, actually, I should maybe explain my background with it. So I tried it when it was in early access, and it was kind of fun. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting, so I kind of put it on the shelf for a little bit. Um, and then, I just kind of got back into it. I definitely like it more than the first impression. It's still not a regular rotation of mine, and I definitely don't do very well in it. But the premise basically is that you find yourself in a hostile environment and you need to do your best to survive. So generally that's by running around and collecting as many things as you can. And I have this bad habit of stopping actions before they're complete, so it's probably wastes a lot of time. I should explain the backseat gaming policy. There is none. However, I have been known to get kind of pissy with viewers who treat me like I'm a voice-activated controller. So long as we can find that balance between between the two, uh, I'm generally okay with being told I'm terrible as long as it is good-spirited. But I have a suspicion that if people wanted to watch streams of people who are good at games, they would not want to watch me play Don't Starve, or indeed many other titles. So yeah, the opening's really compelling, I can tell. I guess I should have gone for those berries, because I know turkeys can pop out and consume them. One of the ideas here, I mean, what I'm basically doing right now is just trying to max out. If I'm going to have a stack, ideally I'd want to have that as tall as possible. I also try and go along coastlines when I can, just so it's easier to get my bearings. Oh, nice. But then there'll be things like, you know, in this case, I've clearly gone away from the coast, just because there's interesting things I can get that. I tend to prioritize things like carrots and berries just because it's nice to have food. I can use the carrots to trap rabbits later. I am eventually going to need to chop down some wood so I can build a fire. Um, and stuff rots. But basically the idea here is I'm trying to collect as much as I can, um, because if I'm going to have an inventory slot that's taken up, it'd be nice to use it. It'd basically be nice to have as a maximum, I guess maximum utilization is what I'm trying to say. Run away! Okay, so part of this game is just building objects with what you find. Because it's going to be night soon, I am going to chop down some wood so I don't die on my first day. I've always tended to make my bases around things like this. Um, it's just because it's a convenient form of transport. I really haven't explored that much, so there's no reason to do, one spot over another. But like, I could work that out later, I suppose. Kind of get caught out. I do still have that torch that I found, so I'm not too worried about, if I go a little too long on my adventures. I can always activate the torch. But it'd be nice to preserve it if I can. I'll just say right now, if I ever found myself in this situation, I would die within minutes. Nobody needs an economist on the desert island. Alright. Basically, night is upon us, so I'll build a campfire. And I don't actually have any good answer about what I'm supposed to do while I wait for night to pass. Standing around, or going out into the darkness is kind of an indication of something I don't want to do. Hey, wisps. Maybe there's a jar or something that you can use to catch them. I don't know, I'm not very good at this game. We'll eat. So some of the mechanics of this game, just while we wait out the night, are you have to make sure that you're... By the way, I noticed a bunch of people just came in. Thank you, Bug... Oh, nice, thank you. Bugnut. Yes, Poovyrad. I'm pretty much in the same boat. So if you've tuned in to see somebody who's very good at this, you're gonna be very disappointed. But thank you for coming in. So for those of you who are not familiar with this game, you have sort of three things you need to take care of. You need to take care of your hunger, you need to take care of your health, and you need to take care of your sanity. I can do that by building I guess it's a garland. I just call it the flower hat because apparently I am ineloquent. But yeah, I guess in some ways it's sort of resource management. Again, just in terms of what I'm doing right now, I need to basically set myself up and get ready to go. I am eventually going to need to, I'm going to need to figure out what I'm going to... Oh, no! Well, I'm glad I didn't attack the bee. That would be a problem. I think I'll just leave that flower alone. So what my strategy right now is just trying to get the most out of the inventory slots that are being occupied. So in this case, it means that, if I have 1 carrot, that's not a very efficient use of... Oh, this is interesting. Bee box. Hey! Now here's a question. Was it the bees that did this poor fellow in? yeah, so I mean the bee mines just kind of upset my plans. But the idea here is that if I'm going to use an inventory slot and I'm carrying like one log, it's not very efficient use. Um, and so I try to kind of pick up as much as I can. I don't know if that's actually a good strategy or not, but I know I do need to be looking for flint and gold so I can build a science machine. But at present, I haven't run into any. What are we doing for the map? Oh yeah, I'm all over the place. Yeah, the bees can have their flowers actually. So my usual habit is to build something near one of these holes, as I said a little bit earlier. And it's close to the bees, so I can start building some bee boxes and things like that, so that might be an idea. Uh, Gonna make a guess that the evil flower is not something I want to pick up. So let's see if I can be bold. I've got some pigs to back me up, but... Nope. Well, I'm screwing this up. No, don't! Alright. Alright, we have eradicated evil from the world. Alright, I don't have a lot of... I didn't really want to set that. So I'm probably not going to be able to get back to my quote-unquote base, but I can get some mining done, so... Oh, the sinkhole. So I get lost when I go down these things. I think I'm going to hold off for a bit till I find a slightly safer way to go about it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I had no idea what the monster meat did, so I knew it made me sick. Let's see if I can find it again. Oh yeah. Um, what do I want to get rid of? I'm okay dropping the stingers for a bit. I'll just put them over by my mines. Okay, well, we're good for logs. Yeah, actually, I figure if anything, I'm just gonna plant the pine cones. I think is probably the best way. Probably don't want to start a fight right now, so. We'll do some gardening. Probably gonna lose all my stuff because I blocked it. There we go. I can get henchmen. So at this point, I kind of need to find some. Um, I need to find some places to do some mining. I haven't really found any source of gold yet. Hi Sophie, I got your message on Facebook. Sorry, this might not be as exciting as some of the other stuff that I play. This is due to my brother requesting this title. He is much better at it than I am. But this is a game, Don't Starve, which is entirely about surviving in a hostile wilderness. Something I'm completely incapable of doing in real life. But I agree, it is actually quite amazing that someone in Europe gets to listen to me play video games for a good cause. And for those of you in the game looks quite it's got a very unique visual style for sure. And I probably shouldn't be wearing a beekeeper hat while I'm running around not tending bees. Watch me 24 hours. For those of you in the Twitch chat who don't quite know what I'm saying right now, I do also have my Facebook windows open just so I can keep track of anybody asking questions or that through there. So apologies when I'm having these private conversations. But in fairness to the Facebook viewers, they have no idea what you're saying in Twitch chat either. So we can all be completely ignorant of each other's sides. Oh, that's interesting about the Pig King. I always just assumed that he kind of sat there and just was, you know, taking up space. Okay, you know what? If I'm going to carry these, I'll just eat the seeds. Probably not a very efficient use of them, but it's time to wear the flower hat. There we go. I am the king of nature. Okay, now I need to drop something else. What do I get rid of? Yeah, I guess I'll have to drop this. Oh wait, I've lost some health, so I can eat some petals. I will eat all the petals. I don't know what nitrite does yet, but I'm sure I'll find out. Where am I? I don't think I can make a shovel until I have that science machine, so... Nitrate makes gunpowder, of course, makes sense. I kind of want to examine totally normal tree. There is a side of me that would really like to cut that down, but I have a suspicion that that is something I should do for later on. Okay. I'll at least get some distance with, well, I was going to try and follow the path as far as I could to try and find my rocks, but so far no really outstanding place to mine. Oh, I've been here before. Okay, so you don't have any idea what to do with the living logs. I have actually cut one of those down as well, but I've obviously got inventory problems right now, and I don't have a backpack or anything, so I sort of remember where I've been dropping things, but also, you know me, I want to get grave robbing as soon as I can, so I can't really see what's going on, so let's this is a complete waste of a torch, but I'd kind of like to get some distance. A lot of dead bodies this time around. Oh, fire dart, that looks neat. Okay, well I gotta drop the silk. I'm gonna guess this has to require ammunition or something. Let's take a look and see what happens. Nope, guess not. Oh, I only get one use out of that. Well, that was a... let's eat some seeds. So I hear horrible beasties that are gonna come. Oh, there they are. Let's try the axe. Oh, and it's gonna be night soon. Oh no! He's got friends! Oh, there's the Pig King. Clearly I am the best person who's ever played this game. Okay, let's build a fire before the darkness kills me. Well, that was exciting. I should get some flowers to heal myself. And if nothing else, I'll keep chowing down. While we're doing the night, I'm just going to take a minute to check out Facebook. Uh-oh. I'm getting a spinning beach ball of death. I hope that doesn't mean there's a crash about to happen. Oh, spider glands heal me and I can make a salve. Okay, cool. Let me just see here. No, it's outside of my range. Offerings to the Pig King. He does not seem to want it. Take it, damn it! Maybe it's because I'm bearing a weapon. Clean meat? Oh, damn it! Okay. I have no idea what any of this stuff does, but the spear will be useful. I really need to... Can I just... Yeah, okay, I'll just use that. I really want to carry the gnome, but I think it's the least useful out of everything. I seem to have a mixed reception amongst the pig people. Alright, well, violence is always the solution. Oh no! I don't think that was a very worthwhile use of my health. Okay, so this was where the beekeeper was, I believe. A suspicious dirt pile. Actually, there's no excuse why I haven't built a grass suit. Ah, koala. I can't chase that, can I? Thanksgiving's coming up! This is like how I caught the bird in Grand Forks. Alright, well I have no idea where those tracks were going. Oh, well, I could set up trap for the rabbit, but I don't have any space. Oh, I can get space though. Eat the berries. Alright, well. Okay, well I've really messed up my food earning efforts, but at least I'm getting carrots so I can play vegetarian. Oh, I didn't know you could trap rabbits with berries. That's helpful. I have no idea what just happened to the other guy. Okay, that's really good to know that carrots do more for your hunger then. So yeah, I will adjust. Okay, so they just got bored of me. Guess I should start eating some flowers. Of course I can't carry anymore. What am I dropping? I guess I don't really need my beekeeper hat right now. No, you know what? I'll make that decision after I've made a camp. Jeff? So no luck finding rocks yet. So this is actually how most of my Don't Starve games kind of turn out, which is I wander around aimlessly and find something that kills me. If I go up and to the left, though, I've got some unexplored parts. I believe that's water there, that's why I didn't explore that. Hello, Shiro1. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I should caution you, I'm fairly new to Don't Starve and not particularly good at it, but I'm certainly happy to have you here as long as you don't mind watching a pure incompetent play the game. Alright, I've at least earned a manly beard. I don't even have the technology to remove the beard. It's my flower bee. Ah, yes. What can I afford to lose? No idea what the box thing does. This is going to be really interesting to find all this stuff again, but I'll work on that later. Now I'll ask you a question. If this, let's pretend I found a city, and this guy just started running down the middle of the street. How long do you think he would survive? I think his chances are better off in the wilderness. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him! You'd attack him because you prefer playing other characters. I also have a bad habit of not following roads in this game, um, which I know make you travel faster, and so it'd probably be better for exploration. I would at one point like to try the Pyromaniac, but this really makes for compelling streaming. Dear Diary, today I found a flower. I ate it. Day 6. Dear Diary, I found a flower. I ate it. Um, I'm also beginning to doubt the existence of rocks in this world. I'm glad you're entertained. You're paying for this hour, so... Or have paid, rather. So. Oh, is that a truck? Alright, we're back on the trail, except that I have no idea where any other track is. And I have a suspicion the rain would not help my tracking ability. I've been here before. Dusk seems a lot darker than it used to be for some reason. Oh, and you know what? I should maybe rephrase what I was saying about whether or not Wilson would have a chance of survival. I mean, it could be that he's just perceived as a hipster. Um, but then, I think I'd be in your camp. I'd probably attack him in that case. I suppose I should be happy that the lightning didn't strike me. Or is that not a thing in this game? Okay, this is promising. If nothing else, I can farm some rabbits. Well then.